Alright, so check this out. I've been playing this game called Warframe for, I guess about 3, 4 days now. Um, and I'm just now barely, um, kind of understanding it, I guess you could say. Well, Warframe is is what that ninja dude is, the one sitting up in the middle. Or not sitting, but kneeling or whatever. That's a Warframe. Here, let me show you what the other Warframes are. Um, Now we can kind of see. So all these guys are Warframes. They're different ones. And with each character, of course, you have different powers that they use. They're all essentially ninjas. And they have has different abilities. Like this guy Ash, obviously you can see his powers there: the Shuriken, Smoke Screen, Teleport, Blade Storm. Banshee. She has these other ones. So okay, so each ninja has a different. They have a different power, I guess you could say, or ability. Um, let's see, this guy's gonna be probably my next Warframe that I get after the one I have. This guy's crazy, like a Grim Reaper looking one. So those are Warframes, and then with Warframes, you kind of have these. Um, they're like cards, but they're called mods. Um, but basically, they look like this. These are like the cards that you collect throughout the game and stuff. So essentially, they're known as mods. And the mods give you different powers and abilities that you can add onto either your Warframe or your primary gun, like a rifle or shotgun or whatever. And then you have your secondary gun, like a handgun. And then apart from that, you have your swords. Your like katana blade or whatever, your bow, your staff, your bow and arrow, whatever weapon you have with your character. And the cool thing about it is you're not limited to, let's say you pick one character. You're not limited to say you pick one character and then that's it. Oh, I can only use a certain gun with him. You can swap out any gun with any character. So pretty much like say you get, like me, I started off with this Warframe called Loki, um, and like I said, you can start off with different ones. I think it's Loki, Excalibur, and I can't remember the other ones that you can start off with. But I got Loki because I liked his little, his whole invisibility thing and decoy, where basically you duplicate a copy of yourself, and people go in it, or not people, but the aliens or whatever, Grineers, they go and attack him or whatever. So the cool thing, like I said, getting back to the weapons, is you can swap out. So say you get Loki, you start off with a certain gun. If you don't like it, you can swap out to something else. You can get a bow and arrow, um, a rifle. You can pretty much swap out for any of these guns that are available. These that say XP lock, that's because I'm not leveled up enough. I'm just a rank 1 right now. Like I said, I've been playing it for 3 or 4 days. So I was a rank 0 up until yesterday, and I did my ranking up, which actually, speaking of which, this is how you rank up. On the left side of the menu where it says rank up, you do this and you basically do a test. It's kind of ridiculous because they don't tell you, but you can only do this test every 24 hours. Literally every 24 hours. You can't skip ahead. You can't purchase to buy it again or do it again. If you try it once and you fail, you have to wait 24 hours to retry it again. And I failed it twice until the third time I finally got through. But basically, what it is, the first test that I know of, it's with your primary rifle or your primary gun, the whichever one you have set up. In this case, I have my Latron, which is kind of like a mid to far distance as far as rifle you can shoot. It's pretty cool. It's pretty powerful. Originally, I started with this one, the MK1 Breton, which I already, as you can see, leveled up to level 30. And that's the other thing too is with these guns, they only level up to a certain rank. In this case, it's 30 that I know of, and they all do that. They all rank up to 30. So it kind of forces you, not really forces you, but it allows you to unlock these other ones or just play with the other ones so you can rank those up also essentially. See, with this one I'm already at rank 24. This one I was at rank 21. And same thing with everything else. With the guns, the handguns, I started off with this one. I ranked it up to 30, and that's as high as I went. And then I ended up getting this one, the Seer. And I'll probably end up getting some other handguns too. But the other thing that they don't talk about a lot when you first start is up on top, next to my name, Frank Rizzo 442. To the right of that, you'll have these little they're credits. The one that says 139,346, those are credits, and then they'll run right next to that 263 of those are platinum. Platinum, like it means, it's more valuable than the credits. So I think when you first download the game, you get 100 platinum as far as like a starting credit or something that they give you. Don't waste them. Don't use them on, when I started, I used it on buying this, my Helios, which was 75. So right off the bat, I went from 100 to 25 just because I bought a Helios. And this is like a Sentinel. It's pretty much, it's like a little, I don't want to say guardian angel or anything, but it's like a little protector. Like it helps you out throughout the missions and stuff. I'm kind of trying to go through this real quick. That way it doesn't drag on or whatever. Just kind of explaining everything real quick. So you have your Sentinel here that, like I said, kind of helps you out throughout the whole thing. These are your weapons. You got your Warframe, your primary, your secondary, which is, like I said, a handgun, and then you got your swords, whatever you want to use, either a sword or a bow or bow and arrow, things like that. Um, so let me switch back to what I had, which was this, the Latron, because I'm trying to level this up to level 30. And the other thing is, like I said, going back to those cards, you have this point system. If you look up on top, I have 24, and it's because my gun is ranked up to 24 right now. So I have 24 points in a sense that I could use. If you look at these cards on the top right, you'll see this number 4, 6, 4, 3 on the top right. So you pretty much have to total that out to whatever level your gun is. So obviously when you start off, it's a level 0. You can't add any of the mods to it. You have to level it up first before you can start adding any of these mods to it. So right now I have 7 points available. I can add something to it that's either 7 points or less. And because this is my Latron, it's kind of a little slow when it comes to shooting, so I can probably do an increase the fire rate. See, and apply there. The other thing too, you can change the appearance, like the colors and stuff. I don't care personally. I mean, if you want to dress up your gun nicely, that's fine. What the game also tries to make you do is to spend your platinum, because because it's a free game, it's a free download. They give you 100 platinum to start with, 100,000 credits, and that's it. You play the game, it's free. What they try to get you at is when you go into the marketplace, say, oh, I want a better, I want a different Warframe. You can get them, but you have to buy it. Seeing how it's 300 platinum, 300, 225, depending on which one you get. So they try to make their money off of that. The only way you're going to get more platinum in this game, because you can't trade it. You can't trade in credits for platinum unless you're actually trading online, like through these guys, which is basically with other players. Because what essentially other players try to do, especially the ones that have been playing it for a lot longer than the newcomers, they'll obviously have stuff updated, or they'll have mod cards that are upgraded already to the max, and they'll sell it. They'll trade it. They'll say, I'll give you this mod card, or I'll give you this Warframe blueprint where you can make your Warframe for 10 platinum or whatever. That's how they make their money. See, this is the other thing is, essentially you can get everything in the game pretty much close to, without spending any platinum. You can just buy it with credits, but you have to put in the work. You have to, like me, since I wanted to get Ash as the Warframe, I have to go do missions where certain levels, certain missions, they'll give you this stuff. They'll give you, in this case, like an Ash blueprint. And what the Ash blueprint entails, and in this case, it's a helmet, a chassis, a system, and this Orokin cell. So I have to go do missions and find this stuff. I have to go look for the chassis, the helmet, the systems, which I already have. And then the Orokin cell, I already have one of those. Um, if you look over here on the right where it says components, this is all the stuff that I currently have right now. And you can see right there, Orokin cell. I have one of those. So I'm already pretty much, ready to build this guy here because I have my Ash chassis that I already did, the helmet and the systems, and I already have the one cell. So when I claim this, check it out, claim, bam, add it to inventory, Ash helmet, add it to inventory, Ash systems, add it to inventory. Oh, and I was doing this bow too because I wanted to try this one next after the swords that I have. So claim this. See, so now where it says Ash, if you notice, everything's checked off because I have everything. If you look to the right, let's see where it says build and it says 72 hours. It literally does mean 72 hours. You can't, that's the other thing about the game. That's the other thing they try to get you on. When you build something, it takes time. Like in this case, this one's going to take 72 hours. And look, watch, when I'm going to build it, it's going to cost me 25,000. So I'm going to build it. Yes. Literally 3 days. 2 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, 53, 52, 51, 50 seconds. So that's how long it takes. And notice on the right now where it says rush, but it costs you 50 platinum. You don't want to spend it. Like I said, just wait. There's nothing wrong with waiting. I mean, if you have the platinum, you don't mind spending it, then go ahead and rush it. But like I said, the only way you can get platinum in this game is if you buy it, and it's not cheap. I think it's 370 platinum, which is I kind of did the math, and the more platinum they buy, the cheaper it is, that they sell it to you for in actual dollars. For 370, it costs you 20 bucks. So 20 bucks for 370. I know they have this bundle right now, or this pack where it was like 8 bucks for Platinum or PlayStation Plus members, 8 bucks for I think 170, which is pretty good because normally 170 is 10 bucks. And like I said, obviously you go higher, 370 it drops down, so it's 20 bucks for that. And then you have this other one for like 60 bucks and you get like 3,000 or something like that. I can't remember. So like I said, if you have the money, I mean, you can spend it, you can buy it. I honestly didn't mind. I spent 20 bucks and I bought some of the platinum, which is why I have 263 and used some of it. Because like I said, it's a free game to begin with. They have to make their money somehow. So I didn't mind contributing 20 bucks to it. All right, so now that I got that out of the way, I have to wait till this Warframe is done building. I got these other stuff. These are the things that I unlocked and stuff. And like I said, you kind of play the games, and the components, the ones on the right, like the spores and all that stuff, you get it when you go to planets. So like when I go to star chart, you start off in Mercury. That's like the easiest. See, and where it says Mercury, whenever you play the missions, whenever you do the levels, throughout the levels, you're going to be bound to run into those items that it says. Morphonics, ferrite, polymer bundle, detonite ampule. And that's throughout the whole planet. Once you go to a different planet, like Mercury, or in this case Venus, for Mercury to go to Venus, you get these components now. Alloy plate, polymer bundle, circuits, field drawn sample. So that's what it does. It gives you those. Like I said, just depends on which planet you go to. If you notice next to the little number, it says 38. Currently, there's probably, I'm assuming it's 38 people that are in Mercury that are playing the game right now. See, there's 5 here, there's 3 here, there's 6 people there, 2 people there. So you can check to see who's doing a certain mission. And the cool thing about it is you can play with veterans, you can play with pros, you can play with people that are already ranked up and that are just kind of going back and doing the mission for whatever reason. And you can play with them, and it makes the game a lot easier when you're starting off because you can actually jump to the bigger planets, the ones that are harder in level for the newcomers, and you can play with somebody who's pro at it and just kind of breezes through the whole thing, and you're pretty much picking up the leftovers per se. But that's how I ended up unlocking a lot of these other planets too. Like Saturn. See, I already did 5 out of 21. Um, and like I said, it helps when you got other people that are in there playing with you because it just makes it more fun and it makes it easier too to play. Um, Let me see what else. I'm trying to make sure I touch on everything a little bit. There's other stuff that I still don't understand, like keys. I know if you join a clan, you have to make a clan key to enter their domicile or whatever their dojo is what they call it. Foundry. This is where, like I said, you build your stuff. If you have any blueprints of anything, and like I said, to get blueprints, you go into market and say, like I said, you want to get a different Warframe, as opposed to going to Warframes and just buying it straight out, unless you want to spend the platinum. You look for their blueprint. And here, see how they sell their blueprint actually for just the credits and not platinum. So in this case, like I said, I bought Ash, and he was only like I think 25 or 35,000. Like I said, next guy I want to get is Necros, but I'm probably gonna wait off on him until I'm kind of close to leveling up Ash. Essentially, like I said, you kind of want to have all of them. You're gonna want to run through your warframes and keep the best ones that you want to use. Weapons, same thing. Your secondary weapons, you don't have to buy them, or even your primary weapons. You don't have to buy them. Just look for you like a certain gun. Um, say like this Volker, which is like kind of like almost like a sniper, like it's kind of like far distance. This one actually I think is the sniper one. Yeah, this one. But like I said, it's XP locked because I need to rank up to level 3 before I can purchase it. I'm just at level 1, so essentially everything's going to be unlocked once you rank up higher. But like I said, look for the primary blueprints or the secondary blueprints. Look for the gun that you want. Like I said, I ended up buying this one, the Latron blueprint, and I ended up making it. And it even tells you what requires to build it. On the right, you obviously need 20,000 credits, or 20,000, 5 more phonics, 800 plastids, 900 salvage, 1,000 alloy plates. So if you have all that, you can buy this and start making it. And then, like I said, to make it, it takes I think 24 hours for the guns and stuff. At least that's what it took for me to make this Latron. And then also when I bought the melee weapons, I bought the bow, which was this one. And this one took 24 hours. And see, this is what I needed: the 15,000 credits, Orokin cell, the salvage, the ferrite, the alloy plate. So like I said, don't spend the platinum until you kind of already, I guess, experienced enough to know what the different weapons are and stuff. Like, I still don't know what they are. But I see a lot of people using them. So if I like it, then I'll usually end up, looking into it and see what it requires to make it and stuff, and then buy it. So that's the market. Arsenal, that's obviously your character where you can go and level them up as far as upgrade their stuff. Inventory, this is all your stuff. As of now, unless you're going to buy slots, which cost platinum as well, you can only keep 2 warframes. You can only keep your main one and another one. Weapons, it only allows you to keep 8 at the max when you start off. You can obviously buy more slots, but you need to spend platinum for that. Sentinels, you can collect all the Sentinels, I think. Um, what else? Keys, I think keys you just collect. Resources, same thing. Miscellaneous, this all doesn't matter. It only limits you on how many you can keep as far as your warframes, your weapons, and your sentinels. From there, anything else you collect is fine. So it's 20 minutes already. So let me go ahead and do a little quick run through of a planet or something, so you can kind of see. Right now I'm doing Venus, because if you see where the little smoke is, the little green smoke. See, it's on this one, it's on Prime, and it's on Aphrodite. It just means it's infected. Um, by that, because you have regular missions like this that you can do, and then you have these that are glowing like this, which usually are called infected, and or infestated, and they have monsters that are, or they call them infected, but they're basically like aliens or whatever. You'll see them right now. See, in this one, completions, I already did it twice. If you do it 3 times, they'll give you something. This one, if you do it 3 times, you get this field drawn. This one, if you do it 3 times, same thing, field drawn. So let me do this one since I already did it twice, and plus so I can get the 10,000 credits. See, tells you right there. So I accept, and I'm probably not going to be talking as much, just going through the game, just because there's other people that are going to be on. I don't really want to be listening to them and stuff. But see, right now I'm joining somebody's game, so I'm going to be running through real quick. That way you guys can see it in action. Mm-hmm. So, connecting. Pistols. Oh, nice. Oh, so I guess we're supposed to go this way. Looking at the map. Yes, I killed 3. Oh, that was brutal. So...
Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got infested incoming.
Infested incoming. Collect all this stuff. Let's do it.
The bypass is done. Go.
Credits. Those red orbs are for health. up?
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
These guys are way ahead. There they are, up there. Kills. One more. Nice.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Doggy. Oh damn, son. Got sliced. Fusion core, logo good. What we got here? 10 seconds.
We are finished here. Move on.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Multiple targets ahead. Leave no one standing.
Oh yeah, that's my sentinel, the one that's floating on top of my head.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Yeah.
Area completed. Move on. The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Alright, so now we head over to the green, which is the extraction point. What?
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
And we're done.
Take the SUV too, right?
Another job well executed.
Nice. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Alright, so like you saw there, that was pretty much the gist of it as far as when you're fighting and stuff. You know, you can use your primary, your secondary, your swords, or your staff, or whatever it is that you have. So, yeah, like I said, I've been playing it for about 3-4 days. It's fun. It's kind of addicting in a way, just because it makes you want to, you know, get all this other stuff. You know, like when you're making other things, and it's kind of fun too, because you're actually, being resourceful by versus just buying it. You're just like, oh, well, I need this, this, and this, so I can make this. See, so now, you know, it kind of gives you, I guess, a goal to work towards and be like, okay, now this is what I need for this. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys found it somewhat like a crash course. There's still way more stuff. Like I said, you know, about keys, and then this whole getting into the clan, you know, thing. This is all something that's, you know, also different. You know, there's just a bunch of stuff that goes on with the game that, you know, that's cool. And like I said, I kind of wish I would have gotten into it earlier, just because, you know, I would probably have been a lot farther and better at this, and probably showed you guys the farther planets, like these other ones and stuff. And then they have this other one called, this one, the Orokin Derelict Defense, which is kind of like you're out there fighting these weird looking alien things, and it makes it real interesting and stuff. And it's pretty fun. So anyways, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions, I guess, I mean, I'll try to answer them as best I can. If not, just kind of get in game, get your hands dirty, and start playing and start talking to other cats that have been playing this for a lot longer than I have, and a lot longer than what I expected. But all right, later.